What's up, everybody? This is the West Bros Experience. Today, we're going inside the heart, brain, and soul of GaryVee. I'm Bob West. This is my brother, Colby West.
What's going on today?
And with this podcast, we hope to continually bring you motivation and inspiration for your business. If you're an entrepreneur, a self-starter, or for your side hustle, if that's the case. We hope this always can provide a forum for those like-minded people to get together and grow together and do so more quickly. So today we're getting into GaryVee, and I'll let Colby give you a brief intro on GaryVee if you don't know who he is.
All right, GaryVee, Gary Vaynerchuk. He's a longtime entrepreneur, kind of does whatever he wants to do. He's a mentor, he's an author, he's a high-level influencer. People to go to him with their problems. Like, they don't know what to do, they're feeling down, they don't know what's next for them in life. That's where they go, or that's where they should go. If you don't know Gary, you definitely should. He's up top level with the Cardones, with the Carnegies, in my personal opinion, and that's where that is. One of his major things, people come to him all the time, say, hey man, where do you get your energy? How do I find my passion? And he kind of looks at them weird. It's like, how do you not know what your passion is? Or what would you do if you could do it all day, every day, no matter pay or not paid?
Right.
So,
yeah, and he gets into what would you do if you could do it all day, every day, and figuring out what you really want. He's one of he's an entrepreneur that actually preaches happiness above all else. And one of the things that he constantly says is, if you want to play Madden or watch Netflix all the time and that makes you happy, great, but don't complain about it. And that's one of his constant themes is don't complain about it. Figure out what you want with your life and then go after it.
That's right. Yeah. Another thing is like people say, how do you stay driven? What's up with all the energy? Are you on drugs? It's like,
right.
Man, it sounds cliche, but you literally have one chance to do this, to do exactly what you want on that day, on that hour. What are you going to do to make your life better? Are you going to sit there, complain, and talk about it? Or are you going to take action? Are you going to take accountability for that action and live with the result and keep moving on? So
right, and he constantly talks about the reason people don't take action in their lives is because they fear what other people think of them. And for us personally, this podcast is a great example of us just deciding, all right, let's take some action. We can provide some value to other people out there, but also, take the action necessary to move ourselves forward in our business, in our lives, and get closer to where we want to be. One of the key concepts I learned from him, and GaryVee talks about this constantly, is looking back as a 90-year-old or 70 or 80-year-old when you don't have the physical capabilities anymore to do what you want to do. And he says those are the times where you don't want to be sitting there with all of those regrets. And he says, if you go into a nursing home and you talk to people, a lot of times you'll hear about all of the things they wish that they would have done with their lives. And basically what that sums up to me is like, that's action that you wanted to take, you should have taken, you felt compelled to take, but for some reason you didn't take it.
Yep.
Be it the judgment of others or whatever it might be. This might be a good place, like, I don't know, what are maybe some of the reasons that you haven't taken actions?
Yeah, so that speaks directly to that point. It's like, why didn't I do what I wanted? Why was I in a 9-to-5 job up until a few months ago? I was scared. Mine was fear of failure. I didn't know what I could do, didn't know what I wanted to do until I started thinking about it. I said, is this really the life I want to live? Or do I want to start doing something cool? Do I want to take some chances? If it doesn't work out, oh well, I learned, and then I'm going to keep trying something else. And at least I'll be happy doing it.
Right. And that's again, it goes back to what we started talking about in the beginning, was it's that happiness. It's 24 hours a day. Are you the person you want to be? So are you living the business life you want, but are also, are you treating the people in your life the way you want? Are you taking care of the people the way you want to in your life? And those are all things that they've got to fit into your 24-hour-a-day plan, and you've really got to get narrow and get focused on what you want in this life, and just go after it.
Yep, for sure. It's just really time to stop making excuses and take some chances. Everyone needs to take more chances, 100%. People are playing it too safe. You're not getting out there. It's you got stuck in the comfort zone. Maybe you're comfortable now, and you might not be in a month or 6 months. It's really a roller coaster of emotions, and I go up and down with the best of them, and it's just it's not the way to live. You got to keep taking chances, keep growing yourself personally, financially. Everything will come together for you. Just keep taking more and more chances.
Yeah, and I think you talked to it right there with the comfort, and that's actually, I think that's a dangerous word for a lot of people, because you can find comfort, but a lot of times we use that comfort to make excuses. Just because you want to have a great family life, for example, doesn't mean you have to necessarily settle for a crappy job. It might mean that you have to make some other sacrifices with your time. It's definitely going to mean that you've got to put the work in other ways, but there are ways around. There are ways to do exactly what you want to do. There are ways to have what you want in this life.
Exactly. Like doing what you want, you might not get paid for it right away, and that might mean you have to go clean toilets for a month or 6 months or a year to be able to do what you want on the back end, to be able to, kind of do what you actually want to do for a living, and the monetization will come. It really will. So hard work is the first, second, and third part of that formula, as Gary alludes to. So the work is always going to need to be there.
Yeah, I like what you just said. It's the entire formula, hard work. The other part that he talks about is look, you can't have expectations. So you've got to keep your push, your drive, your work at 100%, but you also have to keep your patience at 100% and be willing to not only just accept what happens, but accept what happens, adjust, and move forward. Yep. Acceptance, again, that's another one of those words, like you don't want to just accept life as it comes to you.
Yep.
You simply keep pushing 100% for what you want, accept that maybe things aren't going to line up exactly as you saw them, but you've got to be willing to make the adjustments and keep pushing toward that vision that you've got.
Yeah, that's a brilliant point. Like keep growing, keep doing different things every day. If it's not working, think why. Like if you're trying to sell something, think, why aren't people buying this? You need to go back to previous episode that we talked about yesterday, saying, hey, why would I buy this right now? Like what value am I giving them, or what problem am I solving for them? So
yesterday we got into Cardone and Carnegie, and we'll put that link here in this in the description for that episode in case you didn't catch it. But yeah, it's about keeping that push to 100% all the time, doing what you can for yourself and for other people, but also then having the patience to accept the results, adjust, move forward. We talked about, you don't necessarily know the person that you can become. So don't judge the future too much right now. Just set your vision, set your goals, and get after it.
And it's crucial not to focus on finished products. So people always look at it, say, hey, LeBron James, he's so gifted, he's such a freak athlete. Well, he put in some work too, I promise you that. So right. It's important to go all in on your vision. And who cares what other people think of your vision? Honestly, it's your vision, and if people can't see it, then okay. But at least you have the right side of mind to say, hey, I went all in. That was what I wanted to do at the time. So
right, yeah. It can be easy to get intimidated by that finished product, especially with social media, especially with all the content out there, all the incredible content out there. There's tons of people doing what you want to do. But that just shows you that it can be done. There's so many people doing it, and if somebody that's like you has done what you want to do, there's absolutely no reason that you can't do it.
Cool. All right. I mean, that's about all we've got for the day. I'll try to wrap things up, and thank you all for listening again. Comment, subscribe, what you want to hear more of, what you liked, what you want the next topic to be.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time.
All right. Later.